Have you ever felt a sudden shift in your energy, like a wave of emotion, or a random memory of someone you haven't talked to in ages? You might brush it off, but what if it's more than coincidence? At Faxworth, we dive deep into the subtle, often overlooked signals that reveal how interconnected we all are. Here's the truth. We are energy. Every thought, emotion, and intention carries a frequency. When two people connect, whether emotionally, spiritually, or energetically, it's possible to tap into the same vibration. That's why you sometimes feel someone even when they're miles away. In this video, we break down 5 unusual yet common signs that someone might be thinking about you, even if you haven't spoken in days, weeks, or months. You may have experienced these moments before and just didn't realize what they meant. Whether it's a sudden urge to message someone, feeling watched, or unexpected dreams, these aren't always random. There's a reason behind them. Let's decode what your energy is trying to tell you. Stay tuned till the end. Some signs may surprise you. Sign 1. They appear in your dreams, out of nowhere. Have you ever had a dream where someone shows up, someone you haven't seen or spoken to in a long time, and you wake up wondering, why them? Why now? It might seem random, but psychology and energy theory suggest otherwise. According to experts in both neuroscience and spiritual psychology, dreams are more than just mental leftovers from the day. They can also act as energetic doorways, tapping into deeper layers of your subconscious and even into the vibrational field you share with others. So when someone suddenly appears in your dream, without any recent interaction or trigger, it could be a sign that they're thinking about you. Here's how it works. When someone holds a strong emotional or energetic focus on you, thinking about you frequently or with intensity, their energy can project into your frequency, especially when your conscious mind is at rest. Your dreamscape becomes a meeting point, a neutral space where energies intersect. This doesn't mean they're doing it on purpose. Most of the time, it's unconscious. But the emotional connection, whether romantic, unresolved, or simply deep, can be powerful enough to trigger a shared energetic link. Of course, not every dream is a sign, but if it feels emotionally vivid, if the presence of that person lingers even after you wake up, it could be more than just your mind wandering. In short, when someone shows up in your dreams without a logical reason, there's a high chance they've been thinking about you, sending out energy that your subconscious picked up on. Pay attention. Your dreams may be saying more than you realize. Sign 2. You feel their presence, even when they're not around. You're alone. Maybe you're working, relaxing, or just going about your day. And then, out of nowhere, you suddenly feel something. It's subtle but unmistakable. A warmth in the room, a shift in the atmosphere, the sense that someone is there, even though you're completely alone. Sound familiar? This isn't just your imagination playing tricks on you. In many cases, it could be a real sign that someone is thinking about you intensely. Psychologists and energy experts explain that we're all made of energy, constantly transmitting and receiving vibrations. When someone is focused on you, especially with emotion, longing, or deep thought, their energy can start to align with yours. That frequency can be so strong you actually feel it. This is often referred to as energetic resonance or emotional telepathy. So when you feel that presence in the room, like someone just entered your space, and no one's there physically, it could be a telepathic link forming. Your body and subconscious mind are tuned in, picking up on the emotional energy they're sending out. If you close your eyes in that moment and really focus, don't be surprised if their image flashes in your mind. It may feel like a memory, but it's more like a signal. Your thoughts and their thoughts are meeting in an unseen space. This kind of connection usually happens when there's a strong emotional bond or unfinished energy between you and the other person. So next time you feel that presence, pause. Don't brush it off. You might be sensing more than just energy. You might be feeling them, thinking about you. Sign 3. You just know that gut feeling isn't random. Have you ever just known someone was thinking about you without any explanation? No message, no call, but something inside you whispers they're reaching for you. That feeling, it's not random. It's called intuitive knowing, and it's one of the clearest and most personal signs that someone may be thinking about you in that exact moment. Psychologists describe intuition as the brain's ability to pick up on subtle cues, patterns, and emotional energy, often before your conscious mind catches up. But when it comes to deep connections, especially with someone you care about or once shared a bond with, that intuition becomes even more powerful. It starts to feel like telepathy. You might suddenly get the urge to check your phone, expecting a message. You might think of them out of the blue and feel a strange wave of emotion, like they're missing you or need your help. That isn't coincidence. That's your subconscious tuning into a shared emotional frequency. And sometimes it goes even further. Without any logical reason, you might sense their mood, hear their voice in your mind, or feel a sudden wave of sadness or love. That's your body and emotions picking up on their mental state. It's what many call an energetic signal. And here's where it gets uncanny. If you've ever had that gut feeling and then received a bustum, a call, or even ran into them unexpectedly, that's your confirmation. So don't ignore your intuition. Sometimes your inner knowing is more accurate than anything logic can explain. And if you're feeling them intensely, it could be because, on some level, they're reaching out to you too. Sign 4. Your emotions suddenly shift without warning. Have you ever been going about your day, calm, focused, maybe even happy, when out of nowhere your mood changes? Suddenly you feel a wave of sadness or agitation, or strangely, an overwhelming sense of warmth, love, or peace, and you stop and wonder, where did that come from? This isn't just a random emotional hiccup. It could be something deeper, a spontaneous emotional shift triggered by someone thinking about you. Psychologically speaking, emotions are forms of energy, and that energy can move, not just within you, but around you. According to energy psychology, when someone is thinking intensely about you, especially with strong emotion, they may unconsciously send out a vibration that you pick up on, even if you're miles apart. This is especially common between people who share emotional history or a deep bond. You might not have spoken to them in months, but if they're reminiscing, missing you, or even feeling angry, your subconscious could tune into that emotional signal. Here's what that looks like. You're sitting at your desk, fully in the zone. Then out of nowhere, a wave of anxiety hits, or maybe a sudden, inexplicable feeling of comfort and affection washes over you. Nothing around you changed, but something inside you did. That emotional shift? It might be their energy moving through your frequency. What they feel, you suddenly feel. This kind of resonance often means that person is not only thinking about you, but feeling something strong enough for it to reach you. So next time your emotions change without explanation, pause. Think. Who might be thinking about you right now? Because that emotional wave might not be yours. It might be theirs passing through you. Sign 5. You keep bumping into them, or they suddenly bump into you. Ever found yourself thinking intensely about someone, and then, out of nowhere, you run into them? Maybe you haven't seen them in months, and suddenly they're right there in front of you in the most unexpected place. That's not just coincidence. It could be energetic alignment. Psychologically and energetically speaking, when two people are deeply focused on one another, especially subconsciously, they may unknowingly influence their paths to cross. It's a phenomenon often described in quantum theory and even Carl Jung's idea of synchronicity, meaningful coincidences with no logical explanation, yet with emotional significance. The same thing happens in reverse. If someone's been thinking about you, you might suddenly coincidentally bump into them. They may even say something like, "I was just thinking about you yesterday," or "I literally just watched one of your old videos this morning, and now you're here." These encounters aren't accidents. They're clues. Clues that someone's thoughts and energy have been pointed directly at you, and it's created a ripple that reality just confirmed. If you've experienced any of these signs, dreams, sudden emotional shifts, feeling a presence, intuitive knowing, or unexpected encounters, someone may very well be thinking about you more deeply than you realize. Have any of these happened to you recently? Share your story in the comments. We'd love to hear it. And if you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Factsworth for more mind-opening content about psychology, relationships, and the unseen connections that shape our lives. Until next time, stay aware, stay curious,